Hello everyone, this is Yutanshi from CSIT. Today I'm going to tell about providing web service security in a federated environment from network and web security. Introduction. In today's interconnected digital landscape, ensuring robust security for web services within federated environment is imperative. Federated environments characterized by the integration of diverse systems and platforms pose unique challenges to confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This presentation delves into the complexities of web service security in such ecosystems, addressing key authentication mechanisms, authorizing protocols, encryption practices, and incident response strategies. By exploring best practices and real world case studies, we aim to equip our audience with the knowledge and tools necessary to navigate the intricate landscape of web service security in federated environment effectively. From authentication and authorization mechanisms to encryption protocols and incident response strategies, we explore the key principles and best practices essentials for mitigating risk and maintaining trust in federated ecosystems. Join as we navigate the intricate terrain of web service security in a federated landscape, striving to empower organizations with the knowledge and tools needed to protect their digital assets effectively. What is federated environment? A federated environment refers to a distributed computing systems comprising multiple autonomous entities such as organization, networks, domains that collaborate to achieve common goals while retaining control over their resources. In a federated environment, these entities maintain their autonomy and manage their resources independently. Yet they establish agreements and protocols to enable seamless interoperability and information exchange. Key characteristics of federated environment include autonomy. Each entity within the federation retains control over its resources, policies, and decision making processes. Interpretability. Despite their autonomy, federated entities establish standards, protocols, and agreements to facilitate communication, data sharing, and collaboration. Trust relationships. Federated entities establish trust relationships with one another to enable secure interactions and data exchange. Trust is often established through authentication, authorization, and encryption mechanisms. Scalability. Federated environments are designed to accommodate growth and changes in the system size and complexity. New entities can join the federation without requiring significant modifications to the existing infrastructure. Flexibility. Federated environments support diverse applications and use cases, allowing entities to customize their operations and adapt to environmental requirements. Examples of federated environments include federated identity management systems where multiple organizations collaborate to enable single sign-on across different domains, and federated cloud computing environments where multiple cloud providers collaborate to deliver seamless services to users. Challenges in web security. Web service security faces a myriad of challenges in today's interconnected digital landscape, where threats evolve rapidly and vulnerabilities lurk in every corner of the online world. Understanding and mitigating these challenges is a path to safeguarding sensitive data and maintaining trust in web services. Let's explore some of the key challenges. Cyber threat landscape. The ever evolving cyber threat landscape poses a significant challenge to web service security. Actors continuously develop new attack vectors, exploit vulnerabilities, and deploy sophisticated techniques to infiltrate systems, steal data, and disrupt services. Complexity of federated environments. Federated environments comprising multiple interconnected systems and organizations introduce additional layers of complexity to web service security. Coordinating security measures across disparate entities while maintaining interpretability and autonomy can be challenging. Data privacy and compliance. Ensuring compliance with data privacy regulations such as GDPR, CCPA, and HPAA poses a significant challenge for web service providers, safeguarding sensitive user data and adhering to regulatory requirements when enabling seamless data exchange is to delicate balance. Authentication and access control. Effective authentication and access control mechanisms are critical for preventing unauthorized access to web services. However, implementing robust authentication methods, managing user identities securely, and enforcing access policies across federated environment can be complex and resource intensive. Data integrity and confidentiality. Maintaining data integrity and confidentiality is essential to protect sensitive information from unauthorized disclosure, alteration, or tampering. Encryption data in transit and rest, implementing secure communication protocols, and enforcing data validation mechanisms are essential but challenging tasks. Security principles in a federated environment. Securing web services in federated environment requires adherence to fundamental security principles to ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and resources. Let's explore these key principles. Confid- Confidentiality, protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access or disclosure is paramount. Implementing encryption techniques such as TLS, XSL, that is secure socket layer, ensures that data remains confidential during transmission, while robust access control restrict access to authorized users only. Integrity. Maintaining data integrity involves ensuring that information remains accurate, complete, and unaltered throughout its life cycle. Hash functions and digital signatures are employed to verify data integrity while accessing logs and audit trails helps detect and mitigate unauthorized modifications. Availability. Web services must remain available and access to Gitmet users even in the face of disruptions or attacks. Implementing redundancy, failover mechanisms, and distributed denial of service production safeguards against service interruptions and ensure continuous availability. This diagram shows the interlocking of the federated environment. Authentication mechanisms. Authentication mechanisms plays a critical role in verifying the identities of users and ensuring secure access to web services in federated environments. That explore some authentication mechanisms. Single sign-on. SS to enable users to authenticate once and access multiple web services without repeatedly entering credentials. Authentication tokens or cookies are often used to authenticate user across federated domains, streamlining the login process and enhancing user experience. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide multiple forms of verification before granting access. Factors may include something the user knows, something the user has token or mobile device, or something the user is biometric data. Token based authentication. Token based authentication involves issuing security tokens to users upon successful authentication. These tokens are then presented with subsequent requests to access protected resources, eliminating the need to transmit sensitive credential with each request. Each of these authentication mechanisms offers unique advantages and can be tailored to meet the specific security requirements and usability preferences of federated environments. By implementing robust authentication mechanisms, organizations can enhance security, streamline access management, and to protect against unauthorized access to web services. Data encryption. Privacy server, secret key data stream, user authentication, database server encryption. Data encryption is a cornerstone of web service security in federated environment, protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access or disclosure. Let's explore some common encryption techniques. Transport layer security. TLS encrypts data transmitted between clients and servers. Secure socket layers. SSL, a predecessor to TLS, provides a secure communication channel between web clients and servers. While SSL is less commonly used today due to security vulnerabilities, it employs similar encryption mechanisms to TLS for protecting data in transmit. Encryption protocols. Advanced encryption standards and reverse Samir are widely used encryption algorithms for securing data at rest. AES ensures confidentiality by encrypting data with symmetric keys, while RSA enables secure key exchange and digital signatures through asymmetric encryption. Implementing robust encryption protocols and algorithms is essential for safeguarding data privacy and maintaining compliance with regulatory requirements in federated environments. By encrypting data both in transit and at rest, organizations can mitigate the risks of data breaches and unauthorized access, bolstering the security posture of their web services. Federated identity management. Federated identity management is a crucial component of web service security in federated environments, enabling seamless and secure access to resource across multiple domains. Let's dive into the key aspects of federated identity management. Centralized identity providers. FIM systems typically employ centralized identity providers responsible for authenticating users and managing their identities. IDPs authenticate users across federated domains and issue security tokens or sessions which are used to access resources in other domains. Identity federation standards. Standards such as security accession markup language and OpenID Connect facilitate identity federation and single sign-on across federated environments. These standards define protocols for exchanging authentication and authorization information between identity providers and service providers. Best practices in web service security. Implementing best practices is essential for maintaining the security and integrity of web services in federated environments. Let's explore some key best practices. Implement least privilege principle. Limit user privileges to the minimum required for performing their task. Regular security training for personnel. Educate employees and stakeholders on secure policies, procedures, and best practices. Continuous monitoring and threat intelligence integration. Deploy monitoring tools to detect and mitigate security incidents in real time. Integrate threat intelligence feeds to stay informed about emerging threats and vulnerabilities. This is a shield with log representing security. Secure development practices. Secure development practices are essential for building resilient web services in federated environments. Let's explore three practices to enhance security during the development lifecycle. Adherence to secure coding standards. Follow established coding standards and guidelines such as OWSP top to mitigate common security vulnerabilities. Emphasize input validation, output encoding, and secure handling to prevent injection attacks, excesses, and other exploits. Regular security assessments and code reviews. Conduct through security assessments and code reviews to identify and remediate security flaws early in the development process. Involve security experts and stakeholders to ensure comprehensive coverage of security requirements and best practices. Penetration testing. Perform penetration testing to simulate real-world attacks and assess the resilience of web services against sophisticated threats. Test for vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, CSRF, and insecure authentication mechanisms to uncover potential weakness. Secure development tools and frameworks. Utilize secure development tools and frameworks that incorporate built-in security features and mitigations. Leverage secure libraries, frameworks, and automated testing tools to streamline security integration and validation process. By integrating secure development practice into the software development lifecycle, organizations can mitigate security risks, reduce the likelihood of security breaches, and build trust in their web services with federated environments. Proactive security measures combined with ongoing education and collaboration are essential for delivering secure and reliable web services to users. In conclusion, ensuring web service security in federated environment is multifaceted endeavor that requires a comprehensive approach encompassing technologies, policies, and collaboration. By adhering to security principles, implementing robust authentication mechanisms, and leveraging encryption techniques, organizations can save sensitive data and mitigation risks associated with cyber threats. Federated identity management solution enables seamless access to resources across federated domains while maintaining security and compliances with regulatory requirements. By establishing trust relationships, implementing access controls, and monitoring for suspicious activities, organizing can boost the security posture of their web services and protect against unauthorized access and data breaches. Continuous improvement and adaptation to evolving threats are essential in the dynamic landscape of web service security. By staying informed about emerging technologies, security standards, and best practices, organizations can productively mitigate risks and maintain trust and integrity in their federated environment. Thank you.